Hi, so I want to come on here and talk about how I got fired twice from the same job. I've been putting this video off for a while because every time I decide to do it, I kind of don't really know if I want to say this or if I want to say that, so I just don't do it. But anyway, make this kind of brief and short. I'm not gonna say specific things for certain reasons, but anyway, I was working at this company. I've been at this company for almost 2 years. I'm going to start off there. When I first started working at the job, I had just lost my car because I had just got into a car accident. So I didn't have a car. Now, mind you, I didn't have a place to live either. So I was just moving into a hotel because as a worker that I was going to be being, I was going to be able to make the money every day to make the money to pay. So that's what I was going to do. So I started and I worked there, whatever, and started making money every day. And I was living in a hotel, so I was paying daily. Mind you, my managers all knew my situation, what was going on with me. Um, I worked every single day. I worked 6, 7 days a week. I worked my ass off at this job because I needed to, because I knew I had to pay for certain things every single day: food, my room, just on and on and on. Things of the day. Most times of the day before I would go to work, I would be dealing with situations at the hotels. Um, Me and my boyfriend both, we were both out here trying to make money and work and everything, and it was really hard for us. But we came together as a team. But before I would go to work, it was always something at the hotel we would be at, which we stayed where the people, I think they were Pakistani, and then a lot of times they would have the good rates, which would be about $60 a day. So that's the way we tried to stay on that side of town, so we could basically stay in a certain price range. So it came with a lot of problems though. They were not nice people. They were mean every single day. They're knocking on your door, asking you, are you staying, are you going, are you paying? Most of the time I'd be done paid, but they done knocked on my door. It was just very frustrating, and they didn't have any respect either. So we got kicked out a lot because sometimes they would say some things that were disrespectful, and I just couldn't be the one to just shut up because they were really rude to us. And I mean, it gave us so many problems for no reason at all. And, you know, we just had to leave there a few times. We went back a few times. Um, they are just very, very mean people. So before I would go to work every single day, it was always something where I would have to deal with something all the way up until the time I would have to go to work. Literally, we were moving from room to room, different hotels to hotels every single day. It was always something, like, it was just always problems, and it was stressful. It was so stressful. But we made it through, God. Thank you. I thank you, Lord. We made it. So, anyway, fast forward up to this year, around March time, I was able to, me and my boyfriend both, we was able to get a place. And let you know, we still working, busting our tails every single day. So my managers, they are all aware of what's going on with me. Like, but I always come to work. I always do my job. I don't never rush to go home. I never rush my people. Anytime my people need what they want, I always get what they want. It's never a problem with me when it comes to the way I treat my guests. So anyway, the reason why I'm sitting here saying this about the story about the job and home is because um, right when I got my place, it seems like my manager was kind of like trying to tell me, yeah, she needed a place because she was not having nowhere to go when she was evicted and all that. I'm trying to help her get a place, whatever. So fast forward all the way up until July, everything's going fine with me. We're working, we're busting our tail, we're paying our bills, everything is being paid on time. So in July, I had these ladies coming here, 4 ladies to be exact. They were younger ladies, Anyway, they all were nice, but one of them kind of had like an attitude and was being rude to me. With being a waitress, I get that a lot with women. I don't know what it is. I don't know, ladies, if y'all can tell me what it is about when another female is taking care of a female. If you're a waitress, you know what I'm talking about. It seems like women try to attack you for no reason, and I don't really know why. But anyway, she was just kind of like being really rude to me or whatever, talking to me, talking down to me, and I just kind of ignored it. But anyway, I was doing everything that they asked me to do. I got their drinks, I got their appetizers or whatever. One lady wanted soup, the other lady did not want soup. So anyway, when I bought the soup out, their drinks or whatever, the lady was like, "Oh, that looks good. Can I have one?" Okay, so now I gotta go back and get her soup. So when I went back to get the soup, now I also have a six top that I'm trying to take care of. So the six top, they literally were there for a minute waiting for me while I'm trying to get the girls soup, trying to get them together. The six top was waiting for me. So anyway, I literally, got their soup and everything when I went back and got it for her while I'm getting the six tops drinks after I was able to get to them. So now they're waiting for their food because they're already taking care of the ladies or whatever. So now I'm taking care of the six top. I'm in the kitchen about to come out or whatever. So my coworker's like, "Who has this table?" And I was like, "I do," talking about the table with the girls. They're like, "Oh, well, the food had came out or whatever, and that lady over there screaming and hollering." I was like, "Oh, well, she was a little rude to me too." She was like, "Yeah, girl." So then me and her talking, my other coworker jumps in. She's like, "Oh, yeah, well, are you talking about those girls? Yeah, they were very nasty to me when I bought the food out." I was like, "Well, let me see what's going on." So I go over there. So I talk to the lady. She's like, she don't even want her soup now. And she's just being very rude to me, talking about take her food off or whatever. I'm like, "No problem. Would you like something else? Would you like to get it cooked over?" "No, just take it off." So, okay, cool. So I realized that one of the ladies needed a refill. So I went and got her a refill. I came back. So now the lady is mad. I don't know why. She's like, she want a manager. Okay, cool. I go and tell my coworker to get the manager for me. Now, once the manager goes over there to the table, he's not a personable manager. He's very, he's in the kitchen. He doesn't like to talk to people. He's very rude. But he doesn't have our back anytime that he ever talks to a guest. He's always making it like it's our fault or whatever. So anyway, I knew that that's what was going to happen. So he went over there talking to her. And I'll see him looking at me, and he's giving me a really mean eye. And I'm like, what did I do? Like, I don't even know what's going on, because she's mad about she wanted A1 sauce on her steak, and she didn't get A1, and she was waiting for the lady to bring it back, and she never got it and all this. And I didn't know what was all going on because I was taking care of the other table. So anyway, now my manager's done talking to them, and he wants to talk to me in the back with the other manager, the other lady. So we go back there, and I'm trying to talk to them and tell them what's going on the best that I know. And literally, they are basically looking at me and acting like I'm not telling the truth. So I'm like, well, you know what? If y'all don't understand, like, can I just go home or whatever? Because, like, I'm trying to tell them what's going on. Meanwhile, I'm getting behind with my other tables. They don't care. They're not going to help me. I make my money through my tips. I don't get paid. I get paid $2.13 an hour. So anyway, now they're like basically chewing me out like I did something wrong. But I don't even really know what's going on either. So anyway, I come back after 2 days of being off because they finally sent me home because they did not get to a conclusion of what happened. So they sent me home and they said that I was fired. Well, I fought that, and 2 weeks later, well, 3 weeks later, my manager called me, my GM, because I never talked with him, and he gave me my job back. Well, stay tuned for part 2. If you're interested in this story, it gets even better because I got my job back, my offer. In 3 weeks, I got my offer back because he called me and asked me did I want my job back. But I had no other choice because I had got so behind with my bills. So stay tuned for part 2. If you're interested, comment, subscribe, share. I'm just need the story to just be heard because I am just tired of this feeling that I get every single day. I'm not going through a good thing right now. I'm struggling. And It's hard for me because of what they've done to me twice.